Hello, my name is Daisy.
Hey, my name's Alyssa.
And this is
Terrifying Talks.
Midnight creeps and shadows fall, whispered secrets through the walls. Ghostly figures start to sway. Tune in now, don't be afraid. Terrifying talks tonight. Chill your bones till morning light. Spooky tales to make you jump. Heart beats fast with every thump.
Hello, terrifying talkers, my dirty little hoes, my little spooky dookies. What's going on? Episode 13. What's poppin'? Sorry. If you are not subscribed, why?
Exactly.
First of all, if you're new, hi, I'm Daisy.
I'm Alyssa.
Yeah, just great. Just, follow us, subscribe, girl.
Click them buttons.
Welcome. We love you. Merry Christmas.
It's not even close to Christmas.
If you are subscribed, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again with our shenanigans.
I'm glad you guys haven't gotten tired of us yet.
Don't say that. They'll never get tired of us, okay? So, this episode is called, Alyssa?
Home is where the horror is.
We're going to be talking about literally the craziest fucking families out there that we could fucking think of. Because, let's be real, families do be crazy.
Do be very crazy.
But when you add horror to it, you're definitely going to get some more wild shit. So, we could just get into it.
Yeah, we can get into it.
Hell yeah, buddy. I'm going to start with some easy ones first,
Which one's
easy ones?
easy?
Not all of them. We'll start with Speak No Evil.
Okay.
Speak No Evil came out in 2024, which I have some shit to say about.
Really?
Yes. So, Speak No Evil is basically about a dream holiday that turns into a living nightmare when an American couple and their daughter spends the weekend at a British family country estate. So I realized when I was looking up this movie that they made another one 2 years before that. And I feel like that's just...
Was it?
Yeah, there's a Speak No Evil 2022.
Is that the Dutch version?
I don't know,
I know the
to be
original...
honest.
Did I put that in my facts? No, it was an original Danish film.
Okay.
So...
It could be, but I just thought it was kind of... I feel like when you make new movies, you kind of wait a lot longer than 2 years to make it,
Mm-hmm.
What, you let me know.
Yeah. I wonder if...
Is it Danish?
I want to say it is Danish.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the Danish version. That's probably why they did it 2 years after. So it's more of the not Danish version.
I don't know if it's similar then, and I hope it has the same.
I have heard, because I haven't watched that version, I heard that the American version leaves room for hope at the end, whereas the Danish version is just kind of brutal. But
okay. What did you think about this family? I want to just put it out there this way.
Toxic.
Dude, okay, so obviously we have our questions and we're going to talk about it, but what do you feel like, obviously we're American, what do you feel like, you have a family, would you go and trust,
No.
That's what I'm saying.
That's so weird to me. I mean, if you're somewhere traveling and you meet up with people, okay, that's fine and dandy. Or even if you meet someone new, that's fine to be out in public with them doing stuff. But it gets a bit weird to me when you're let's go to my remote, very isolated house.
Weird.
Yeah.
honestly, I love you, Alyssa, and I know you're not one of them.
I'm dead.
But white people are so fucking crazy.
Thank you for
Like,
saying I'm not one of them.
The amount of trust that, especially when you have like a kid, I'm like, the amount of trust that you have in some random fucking people baffles the fuck out of me. We go bowling, okay, every weekend, and sometimes, like, people tell me, oh, well, we know everybody here at the bowling alley, so just let, my daughter run around, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you crazy? Do you know what people have in their basements? You're telling me you could tell me what that person over there have in their basement? How do you know they haven't killed anybody? Like, absolutely not. So just to go out of the country with your kid where you have no, zero, zilch, nada, okay, idea where anything is at or how to get help or just literally anything at all. You're on vacation. Like, how the fuck do you just trust people? And then they left them with the babysitter that you don't even...
Bro, that shit, I was over...
Oh my
That's
God.
What gets me is, like, they really tested the, God, I can't even think of the word.
Boundaries?
Yeah, that's probably the word. They kept testing their boundaries of, like, what they could get away with being like, well, let's do it this way. Well, okay, but we do it this way. Like, the wife was vegan, vegetarian, and he had her eating meat. Granted, I think she spit it out, but
that's... Yeah. Let's just get into the... let's get into the questions.
Okay.
Okay, I have question 1. At dinner, the cook, quote unquote, that they've known for a long time, do you think he was in on it?
Bro, wasn't he the guy that came later?
He was the babysitter.
The cook was the babysitter?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the cook was the babysitter, was it?
I thought the cook was the guy that came later that was helping them hunt them down and was going...
Was it?
I thought that was who that was.
I thought he was also the baby... It could have been, because I swore I thought he was a babysitter, too.
I didn't think he was the babysitter.
Maybe I'm just on crack.
I think the babysitter couldn't even really speak any English. The other guy could.
Maybe the babysitter was in on it, too, though.
Maybe. Or because he was just some extremely innocent dude that they also manipulated.
Which is crazy. I wonder, like... Because you don't see, but you could tell based on, they're collecting other people's stuff and everything. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that estate is, like, really not theirs. It's someone's.
I was wondering that as well.
Because it doesn't really, like, when you go in there, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's something that needed to be upkeep for sure, and I don't think they were, like, really, like, the beds looked a little...
Yeah.
Like, for them to feel, like, very lavish, have all these... I think there were watches he had a bunch of.
Oh, yeah, he had so many... Because that was the watches from the people.
That's what I'm saying. You would think, like as, foreigners going into this... Well, technically foreigners in a foreign country. That's not the point. You're traveling, and you see these people, and they have, like, really nice watches, really nice in this, but their bed just kind of looks, like...
Dingy?
Yeah. I think that's really, like, off-putting in a way. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like if you're getting to know somebody, I feel like it would kind of point to, like, a weird, like, feeling. I don't know. Maybe I just don't trust people. I think I, like, look at something and I'm just like, yeah, that's not it. We're going on vacation. I was literally telling Warren, we're going to be on an island. And I told Warren, I was like, I don't trust water. There's going to be a hurricane. We cannot go. And he was like, be for real. And I'm like, listen. He goes, we literally look at the weather app all the time. You don't think we're going to do that there? And I was like, I swear to God, if I die. Guys, if you don't know me personally, I'm such a paranoid person with literally everything. Like, if you really know me, I'm so fucking paranoid. So for me, if you got all these nice ass watches and you got a dingy ass fucking bed,
you're like, hold up.
I'm killing you. Like, you're fucking weird. I don't know. You? What about you?
I don't get... Oh, I can't even put it into words. That's how...
I think everybody was in on it. I'm paranoid.
I don't think the babysitter was. I think he was just some guy that they were able to, like, pay them to come. But the cook, definitely.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
he was the one, I'm pretty sure he was the one that came back.
We can move forward.
But,
Question 2. Why do you think they kept the boy?
as in, like, the two bad people, how they kept the boy and cut his tongue. Bro, she wanted a family.
I think that's so weird though, because I'm pretty sure
I don't
it indicates that they've killed like
yeah,
kids.
no, they have every single, like, picture of the families that they took the kids from. Once they get a new family, they kill that kid off.
You think so?
No, they do. That's why they shoved him in the freaking pond, because that was his time. And they were gonna take the daughter.
It's crazy how much it gave me so much anxiety when he would come so close to like being like, bitch, y'all better run, take me with you. Because I'm just like, this poor fucking boy. They
That
cut
was
off
so sad.
His fucking tongue, bro. He like didn't look like any older than 10 years old. Like that's some like how much fucking disgustingness, how fucking absolutely mental do you have to be?
Well, I don't get because I know the woman wanted a family. I don't know what his motives was for it, just being fucking sadistic. But what I don't get is if they just wanted a family, why'd they keep going? Like after they got, unless maybe they accidentally killed one of the, but no, because the kids were in all of the other photos, because that's how they got them to trust them, was they're a family.
My thing is, was it something also where they couldn't have kids?
See, that's what I think so.
I don't remember.
There was something where she really wanted a family. Were they even actually together though, or was it all just some ploy?
Oh, if they're doing it for, like, they've been doing it together for a long time, I think they're also...
Like, together?
Yeah, like, they're fucking mental. Fucking mental together. It's like when Joker found Harley Quinn and then they were like, yeah, this is the best thing ever, and then it's just actually super fucking toxic and they fucking are cuckoo banana fucking people. Yeah, that's what I think of it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't think I could ever... 1, kill a family. 2, kill in general. I feel like I'm just too squeamish in a way.
Yeah.
Not squeamish, because obviously I watch horror, and it's not.
I feel like watching horror versus like physical. It being right there.
Yeah, that's true. I just think I'm too paranoid. Because
you'd be like, I'm gonna get caught.
No, I don't even think it'd be like that. I'll be paranoid because I have like weird things that I don't like. Like I don't like being touched. I have a weird thing with like germs sometimes. So I'm scared of fucking water. So I don't know. I feel like it's just not
not your cup of tea.
No, I don't think God made me and was like, let's make her that much of a sociopath. You know what I mean? Like
he's just like, let's dial it back a little.
Yeah, he was like, she's definitely psychotic, but let's, not put the killer tendencies in there.
We'll put these in instead.
Yeah. You will make her like scary movies. Third one?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you think that they were having marital issues because the bitch cheated, and seeing this other couple who seemed happy and free, quote unquote, in their marriage distracted them from what was really happening?
Yes and no. I feel like he was just a people pleaser regardless. So even if they didn't have marital problems, I feel like he would have been like, no, we're guests here. It's okay still. But I think it definitely added on to it.
To be honest, I think it had a lot to do with it. I like to read a little in between the lines. But I feel like if, you see, like if we, I was in my relationship and let's say you were in your relationship, we go and, let's say I'm arguing with my partner and I'm like, you cheated on me, you dumb whore. And then, you see the people you're with and you're happy, you're so in love. And I feel like that influences you to just kind of not, I understand the people pleaser, but just in a way feel ashamed that that's not how we are working. So if I see you guys doing something, I want to try that too. Because maybe if that's what's making you guys happy, that should make us happy. You know what I mean?
See, yeah, I get that. But at the same time, I feel like he was just so, like, repulsed by her after that.
I think
that it might have been working with her, but I don't think it was working with him. But then his people pleaserness was what was his downfall.
Maybe it wasn't people pleasing. Maybe he was just trying to mirror them.
Maybe. I think he was trying to mirror the dad. Well, quote unquote dad.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like having those issues definitely puts a lot in play because you don't really realize what's going on around you, whether it's like her trying to make amends for whatever she did and him being like, I'm really not ready for that, but you know, yeah, let's do whatever you want to do because that's what you've been doing in the first place, like trying to make a point out of it. So I think they didn't realize it was like, I almost feels like it's like the cat, right? Do you know how Tom and Jerry and he makes little traps for him, and like you don't know because you're distracted off of one thing and then you fall into the trap. You know what I mean?
Every time.
And I feel like it's something like that.
I could see that.
Yeah. What do you think of this movie in like a whole, in a general? Give me what you got, girl.
James McAvoy, hot as fuck.
Dude.
Oh my god, him
honestly,
in this movie.
Him and everything, to
honestly.
be honest. I think I really hit peak him in X-Men, even when he was bald.
Yeah.
To be honest. Him playing Patricia.
Bro.
Also,
I'm Patricia.
It's just, he is such a good actor.
He's a good actor.
He's really, definitely top for sure. And I'm not, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. But, yeah, he's, yeah. I feel like he's very underrated, for sure.
Honestly.
I don't understand how.
You know what's crazy to me? Because I was looking him up last night, because I was like, man, what else has he been in? He's been in a lot of stuff.
Ton fucking
and I'm over here like, why am I just now really?
No, he's been in a. I've watched a lot of stuff he's been in. I just, man, it's just I feel like he's really underrated. It's not someone you firstly picture, and I don't know, like I cannot describe it. He is such a good fucking actor. It's like, first of all, who are you gonna know who plays like, what is a movie called Glass? Like he played like how many characters?
I think he played more than what he did in Split,
which is crazy because in Split he did what, like five
around 5 or 7 that they showed, but they had mentioned that he had different, like more,
which is, it's like you have all of, like, he so much potential. How are you not giving this man so much love? And like, first of all, and he's hot as fuck, so
exactly.
It's like how do you he got really like buff in that movie.
Bro,
I was like, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
All right, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. But other than that, what do you think about
that was most
that was it. Point blank period. Just him.
Yeah.
For the plot. We watched the movie for the plot. Yeah, what would you rate this one?
Ooh.
Minus, obviously, hot actor.
Maybe a 7.5.
I get that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Now, if we're counting hot actor, that's getting bumped up to like an 8.2.
I feel that. That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah. Next movie.
Which one we doing?
The Visit.
Bro, that movie.
2015.
You want to know what's funny? I watched it yesterday. Was that yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I watched it yesterday because I was over here like, I haven't seen this movie yet. I have to watch it. I was watching it, and then I was like, okay, let me, you know how I keep track of the movies I've seen? Bro, tell me why that was already on there. And I was like, did I put a movie on here that I haven't watched? And then, like, as I was going to go to bed, I'm just thinking. I was like, I have watched it before. And it all just came back to me.
It's crazy. This movie was fucking, the plot twist.
Bro.
Unexpected.
You actually unexpected it?
Well, obviously not at first. I was like, oh yeah, haha, this is so cute, sweet. I think obviously after that first night that they said the night, I was like, oh, there's something wrong with those.
There was definitely something wrong. I didn't expect it to be that wrong though.
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Bitch. Okay, we'll get into it. Yeah. So The Visit came out in 2015. It's about Becca and her younger brother Tyler. They say goodbye to their mother as they board a train to meet their grandparents for the first time, when something so innocent and sweet turns dark and twisted.
Dun dun dun.
We're gonna just jump right in it because this movie was fucking crazy.
Bro.
Okay? I think if I was in their shoes for sure, I'd fucking literally cry and run away, get back on the train and fucking dip.
Yeah.
Because the one that got me the most was when they were underneath the house playing fucking hide and seek.
Yes.
And she's like, I'm gonna get you.
That shit was so creepy.
And her fucking, she came out, she's like, ha 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 ha, and her ass is sticking out.
Bro, hold up. Literally, I was like, the grandma's weird as fuck with her ass out.
She always had that bitch was naked as fuck. Bro, for what reason you got an old ass lady in this fucking innocent, cute little sweet movie, and she got tits out, she got her ass out, she got her fucking vagina out, vagine. Okay, that shit old and stanky probably. She just and then you got her puking everywhere too.
Bro, that shit was nasty. Oh, and then the kids are just like, what's wrong with grandma? Oh no, she's okay. She's okay.
You believe that shit?
Hell no.
Like, if I saw my grandma walking around puking naked, butt ass naked,
I thought she was at least still wearing her thing at that moment. I thought she didn't start getting naked until she was like even more crazy.
Okay, so then even if she was just fucking puking, I'm
so
fucking
weird.
Calling the cops.
Just walking. Walking.
Dude, I'm calling the fucking cops. I'm calling the ambulance. 911. Hello,
come check on Nana.
Yeah, bro, I'm getting help. The fuck you mean you're just standing there and you're gonna let my grandma puke everywhere? You dumb. Anyways, let's just fucking get into it, girl. Question 1. Do you think they did it, why do you think they did it? Off of pure evil or insanity?
Insanity.
You think so?
Yeah, because at the end, he literally said that what's-her-face, spoiler alert, they were actually mental patients, and they killed the grandparents. So, he's over here like, she was going to be a great grandma, I just wanted her to have this weekend. I think it was all insanity. Because the grandparents, he was saying, were talking so much about how the grandkids were going to visit and how happy they were going to be. I think they got a little jealous and wanted it for themselves.
I'm going to be honest with you. How the fuck they get into that house and not look at every single fucking picture frame that they got and not realize that they're not in those fucking pictures? Because if you think about old people, they definitely got a whole shit. Look, they got photo albums.
Well, the kids weren't in their lives.
But my thing is, okay, you go inside the house, okay, right? You have these two people in there, and you're looking at, like, let's say, let's think about old white people, okay? They definitely got motherfucking photo albums. They definitely got pictures of everyone and everything, especially themselves, up in that fucking house. Like, you know how...
Well, they found the pictures afterwards.
But what I'm saying is, like, how the fuck, if you're doing a documentary, why aren't those the first things
why aren't you going to look for them?
Because it's about your grandparents. It's about your mama. Like, why aren't you looking at old photos of your mama and your grandparents? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and like the only picture I think they had out was the one where it was the two of them with the two actual grandparents.
I don't know. I just feel like that's so fucking fishy that there wasn't one single fucking picture.
We're like,
be for real.
I feel like they're in the generation where they don't think about that everything's so online and
I don't know. If I'm meeting people I've never even seen in my entire life, why am I not like being more cautious? Like, how
what I don't get is why didn't the mom go with them?
Okay. I understood why the mom didn't want to go. My thing is, why didn't she fucking just be like, these are your grandparents, stranger danger?
What I don't get is, like, okay, you don't want to go, that's fine, but at least, like, get them there and make sure they're okay. Because, like, even on the train ride, something could have happened.
Yeah, because they were kind of young. I don't know, though, because I was 16 and my brother was, 14? And we went on a train together to go here. We were living in Texas. We went all the way to Texas to Indiana, so just us two. I'm also, like I said, a very weird person, and I was very adamant on, like, if you fucking touch me, I'll kill you. I was wide awake that whole trip, too, which is kind of crazy. I was so scared someone was going to steal my brother.
Aww.
Fuck that little turd. I'm just kidding.
I love how you call him turd, because I call my little brother turd.
I love him. He's my favorite. All of my siblings are the favorite. They are. I love every single one of them. We'll talk about it later. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, let's go to the second question, because this movie flabbergasted my soul. Question 2. When people came by to check on them, why didn't they just wait to, if they were really concerned? I feel like that would have changed a lot. Like,
right.
You think they would have killed them?
When she brought the cake and stuff, whatever dessert she brought, and was like, I just haven't heard from them, and it's not like them, and blah, blah, blah.
I'm like, not just that, too. Like, how are you, like, you got kids by themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you not, like, that super concerned that, if it doesn't seem, like, right, like, it seems off, why didn't you just stay? Like, how do you know those kids were actually their grandchildren? I don't know.
I don't know. If they were talking to, like, obviously these patients about them, I'm sure they were talking to, like, a whole bunch of other patients about them.
I feel like this is a key point to let everybody know that fucking keep your business to yourself, because people will literally murder you for your life.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy. All because they were excited that their grandkids were coming and that they finally got to meet them.
Yeah. I think people need to be fucking, if you were really that concerned, you should have stayed in that house and been like, oh my god, escaped prisoners. Also, why the fuck in town weren't people, like, not looking for these patients?
Right?
Like, why wasn't it on the news? Why wasn't it, even if it was like a small local town, why the fuck aren't you, like...
It's like, patients go missing, all of a sudden 2 people that religiously come and volunteer don't show up.
Like, how are you not putting 2 and 2 together? Oh, frustrates me. Sometimes I think about movies and I'm like, that's stupid, you're dumb. You know what I mean? I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Third question?
Yes.
Cool. Do you think things would have changed if the mother was more cautious and showed them fucking photos?
Either show them photos or even just, like, listen to them when they were like, yo, something's kind of sus.
I feel like, as a mom, no matter how much I am holding a grudge, okay, I'm not gonna just fucking send my kid to people they do not fucking know. I don't care if they're blood related or not. That is that. If I don't want to run into them, that's fine. I'm getting on that fucking train. I'm going with them. I'm getting a hotel nearby, or I'm making sure, at least, because I know she was going abroad with her new boyfriend thing, I would at least make sure, like you said, that they were safe and sound, and then fucking dipped. I don't care how much of a grudge I have. I'm not sending my kids anywhere in a new town that they do not know, with people they also do not know whether they're blood or not.
Like, how are they supposed to know who they were actually supposed to go with? Yeah. I mean, clearly they didn't.
And which is crazier, because what if they were really just random strangers and they were like, yeah, I like little kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you stop. You did this lip thing. You do this lip thing before you try to laugh. Anyways. I don't know. I think the mom was too trusting. For
yeah.
sure. For sure.
Either too trusting or too carefree with the fact that she had a new man that she was going to go spend time with.
Yeah.
A part of me started getting sus with the mom being like, is she even going to come back for them?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I started thinking that.
It gave me anxiety when she was quiet for so long after showing her like her parents or whatever. Because she obviously was like concerned in a way where it's like she didn't want to hold a grudge. Because she would talk about them all the fucking time on the video call. And I was just like, why did it take you so long to notice that these people aren't your mommy and daddy?
Well, they didn't want to be on
camera.
Yeah, they didn't want to be on
put
camera.
some fucking biscuit shit on the camera.
That's what, yeah, and that's why, she when they were outside, and she was like, they won't be able to see that you can see them because they didn't want her to see them, and obviously now we know that's why. But
I don't know. I feel like I would ask my kids. I know it would probably be rough, but I know damn well you could probably send pictures to my email, bitch, of you and your grandma and grandpa.
You know what I don't get? The little boy was talking about how he didn't have any signal. How did they have signal on the laptop to be able to...
They were connected to a wire.
Okay.
It was a blue wire I saw.
So, like, hard wiring and then... Okay. Because I was over here like, how are they able to video chat if he didn't even have signal?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was honestly, this was a crazy fucking movie to me.
Bro, I kept messaging you throughout being like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, bitch, that was... Yeah.
I saw too much granny ass.
Literally, why? I hope my ass don't look like that when I'm a granny.
I feel that.
I'm just saying. I fucking cry in tears.
Was that already all 3 questions?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy fucking movie. What do you rate it?
That was an 8.
It was a good 8.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a 10 if the mom was a little more, like...
diligent?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to know my notes for it?
Of course I do.
Rip Nana and Pop Pop.
Shut the fuck up. That's crazy. I think it's a little bit sad that they didn't really get to meet them.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking. Oh my god, and how the kid... Bro, I almost gagged when... I'm sure you felt a type of way.
No. Next movie, please.
You don't even want to talk about it?
I don't think you understand. No, I'm not fucking talking about it. Next movie. So the next movie is one of my favorite movies. I watch it quite frequently because of Adam Brody. Particular, definitely acting in this movie is really good. I think the whole movie is really good. I don't know how you feel, but Ready or Not came out in 2019.
God, was it 2019?
Yep. And they are, from what I know, are coming out with a number 2.
I heard about that.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I would like to know what happens afterwards, solely for the fact that, you know...
Is that what it's going to be about? Is the aftermath?
Well, to be fair, she was technically married. She did win. She did see the guy that originated the whole thing. So maybe she gets remarried and it's like a whole...
Like it latched onto her?
Yeah.
Because wasn't it a demon that they kept having to like appease or something?
I don't know a demon per se. I just feel like there's definitely some direction to go off of it. I mean, like I said, she is technically married. She does technically have the last name. Almost like restarting, you know what I mean? So can't wait.
I didn't think about that, to be honest.
Yeah. A lot of people are really like shitty about it too.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah, people are like, that doesn't even make sense. Why are you so stupid? People are dumb. Literally shut up.
Just don't go watch it then.
Yeah, what if she's pregnant?
Damn.
And they try to marry somebody. And they have to play the game.
What if they don't know about the game? We'll get into it when the movie comes out.
Yeah, we'll talk about it sooner or later. Okay, Ready or Not is about a girl named Grace. She's getting married to the man of her dreams at his family's luxurious estate. But there's one catch. They have to play a game. As her new family hunts her down, things take a deadly turn. Ooh, spooky.
That was her first time meeting the family, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, first of all, how the fuck that... First of all, that little kid that shot her put a hole in her hand. Fucking... I'd punch that little kid, too. That was fucking ruthless. Terrible. Terrible fucking... This movie was...
A lot of generational trauma.
Be for fucking real. What was it? Not the granny. Was it the granny?
I think so.
Or like the aunt?
It was
I think it was the aunt. I think it might have been the aunt. And she was fucking old and wrinkly, and she fucking snuck in to their room.
No, I thought that was the grandma.
Was it the grandma?
I want to say that was the grandma.
I feel like that was the auntie. I don't fucking know. But she was fucking... She was... I get it, though. Her husband, was killed. But, like, bitch, what? You had to be that fucking bitter? And for everybody to be, like, shitty about the whole thing, too. Oh, well, I chose... Like, you didn't get picked. And you know for a fact that your marriage is doomed when you pick that fucking card. Because one of you has to die. And it's not just, like, it's his whole family that had to die. If she was alive. Which is so much worse. Because why give one life?
Yeah.
Crazy. I did enjoy Mr. Adam Brody's character. Because he's like, at least I know you're not a money hungry whore like my wife. I remember it was so funny. He is such a great... I love sarcastic Adam Brody. I think it brings so much joy to my heart. Love him so much. We can start with the questions, yeah?
Bet.
Okay. Gracie was an orphan. Do you think her survival instincts came intact when it all went down? I put Gracie. It's Grace. I've heard Gracie sometimes, too.
It was probably both.
Yeah.
I want to say yes, but I also don't know entirely of, like, her childhood.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say yes, that it would have came out. But I also feel like anyone put in that situation, I would hope their survival instincts would come out.
I don't know, because they obviously make it where it's like, oh yeah, this is a fun little game. And then they catch him off guard, and that's how they get him in the first place. So I kind of feel like it's not as expected as you would think it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wouldn't automatically, oh yeah, we're going to play hide and seek. I have to be found. Let me just go into survival mode. You know what I mean? Because I feel like typically how it would go, because I feel like Grace was pretty smart for, in general. And I think some people probably aren't as smart, I guess, and goes with the game, and obviously once they find them, they're dead. Because she's like, and the husband to be Alex, I believe his name was, right? Anyways, I think it was Alex. When she pulled the card, he was like, this can't happen to me. Like, this,
right? Like, it's like everyone's mood changed.
Yeah, and
some for the better, and some were very
eager,
tensed up.
Yeah. I just feel like if he obviously wanted to intervene in a lot of ways. So I think when they killed the maid on accident, that's when she officially went in survival mode. She was like, this shit is fucking real.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I definitely do feel like it could be from some past experience. I feel like being, I wouldn't say per se like an orphan, but going through the system, you definitely have to have some sort of surviving instincts. Obviously, maybe not surviving killings, but definitely some sort of like instincts where...
Yeah.
Why do you think Daniel helped her out?
Maybe he was tired of the game. But also knowing that if she survives, the whole family dies. Maybe he was just ready for their family to be extinct.
Yeah, but that even would cost his life. You think he was just fucking...
I think he was just over it. Like, I think he was just tired of having to constantly deal with that.
Yeah. I feel like that definitely brings some trauma into your life.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, I mean, obviously there was people in the family that were so okay with it, but for the ones that weren't okay with it, like, to think about what that could do to their mental state.
Yeah, and then on top of that, having a hungry money fucking whore of a wife, I feel like that's that doesn't help.
Yeah.
Maybe if someone loved him. Maybe me. You know, I think things would have been different. I think I could go the same route you're going. I think he felt bad. I think he wanted it all to end. I'm pretty sure he thought it was a dumb fucking tradition in the first place. I truly also believe that he saw his brother super happy. I think out of any of their siblings, I feel like they were definitely in contact a lot more than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I think Daniel was just a good guy. Born in the wrong family.
Yeah.
For sure. Last question.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, it said that the original maker is the chooser for the cards. Do you think this was done on purpose? Because they talk about, like, he chooses a card, blah, 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 this and that. Do you think he did it for a reason? Like, this family's fucking ridiculous. I need them literally to die.
Maybe.
Like, fate, almost. Like,
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some type of Final Destination type of shit.
Maybe that's the reason why Alex was the one to see him. He was the end of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because they did talk about how Alex was like, oh, well, he saw him, so he's some sort of whatever fucking prophecy they wanted to make up in their brain to lead it all. But maybe it's just a symbol that he was going to end it all.
Yeah. That could be. That's crazy.
Yeah. And she saw him too, so maybe it's just the beginning.
Oh, God. I hope it's not. But also, it has to be something if they're going to make a second movie about it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I really like this movie. I thought it had its, like, comedic, like, things to it. I thought, okay, don't take this the wrong way. I thought it was kind of really funny when the fucking maid accidentally killed herself. I may be honest, I found it very, karma's a bitch.
You're not wrong.
And she was like, I don't want I just danced for them. She's here, she's over here. And then her hand fucking touches the button. You did that to yourself.
Yeah.
You did that to yourself.
Should have just kept your mouth shut.
Honestly. You're like, maybe you could have still been alive if you just shut the fuck up.
Especially because she was their maid, so she wasn't related to them. So if she stayed alive the whole entire time...
Witness.
Exactly. Witness. And then when they all poofed to dust, she would have still been alive.
You know what got me too? When they talked about a different family,
mm-hmm.
They were like, oh, you think their house just magically caught on fire? Is everybody else playing this fucking game?
Is it some, like, rich person game?
Well, no, because they talked about how their grandfather, creator of the game, they're like a game owned family or some shit like that.
That's so weird.
And they made a deal. I'm assuming it's technically kind of like the devil. Making a deal with the devil.
Some
and that's why they were so, like, powerful and rich. And they had all this shit or whatever.
That makes sense then. So then, to keep the status and wealth, if the card got pulled, they had to play the game and sacrifice whoever.
Yeah. But, like, other families playing this shit too. Because they did mention, like, another family, like, you think this shit was, like, what do you think happened to them?
You think it was a coincidence?
Yeah. And they did also die in a fire. So, I don't feel like it's too, far-fetched. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm ready to go to our next one because I feel like that one's we got. Yes, our last one's really good.
Oh my god.
This movie,
Mm-hmm.
when I first watched it,
Mm-hmm.
shooketh me to the core. Okay. It honestly scared me solely for the fact that there's so much like fucking realness in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
I did indeed send you an article that was kind of,
bro,
I don't know if it's fake.
I was gonna say, I need to know if that was real or not, because like I tried looking it up and I couldn't find anything besides his profile.
And I just, like I said, I don't know if it's real, but I feel like it could be so similar with, you know, kind of how the world is today. And I don't want to be like, you know, getting too much into it, but it's just, I feel like shit like this probably fucking happens.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like, even if it's not this exact scenario, I definitely feel like trends in a way are set in kind of weird path. And, you know, just, I don't know. I just think it's too relatable to the world, and I think that's what makes this movie so, first of all, raw, so good, and so scary.
Yeah.
For sure, so fucking scary. I would fucking, if I was in that position, I'd fucking shit myself every time I was fucking awake. And obviously, okay, we'll drum roll into it. Terrible. Get Out.
Uh-huh.
Came out in 2017. Scary fucking movie, to be honest.
I can't even remember if I watched it when it first came out. I think I did.
I bought the movie when it came out on DVD. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm getting this. It's just, I think it was really good. Jordan Peele, I believe
Yes.
that's how you say his last name.
Mm-hmm.
So good at producing and creating movies. I love, cannot express it enough, love everything he does. And I can't wait to see more films from him, because they're just so, like, just the details and the stories, because it's like, you have to find the story yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You have to really, like,
Pay attention.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. You know me, and like,
I know.
paying attention. So.
I know. You're very good at it.
Sometimes. But I thought this movie was really good. So if you don't know, Get Out, like I said, came out in 2017. It's about a man named Chris. He is ready to meet his girlfriend Rose's parents. As he notices their behavior, the weekend gets more intense and disturbing once he finds out the truth. I fucking gonna get just straight into the questions, and we can talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Question 1. What do you think the sunken place is, and what do you think it symbolizes?
So I don't know what it symbolizes, but I think it's like you being sunken into your subconscious and you're just stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to somewhat symbolize something, maybe not to the actual person, but
Mhm.
to the people doing it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, I think it's not like a strong symbolism of something, but it's a strong, like, it symbolizes like they're gone, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Like you said, subconscious. And I do think it's like a subconscious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it's subconscious in some way. Because that's how I pictured it, was him just like floating in his mind.
Yeah. I think it also comes in a place, because I feel like everybody else's sunken place might be different. I think his came from, obviously, because it kept going back to, like, you know, trauma with his mom and stuff like that, and guilt, and so it was a lot of darkness in there. I feel like a lot of that also showed maybe in his photography, and, like, I don't know, I don't want to get like super deep into it, but I definitely feel like yeah, love him. I thought it was kind of crazy. Like, imagine sitting in a chair and you're talking, like, how do you, here I am again with trusting people. How do you, like, go to a therapist after that? You know what I mean?
Right, because you're like, how do I know you won't do the same thing to me?
I know, like, trust me, if you want this body, the least you can do is fucking work it out, please. You know what I mean? Like, do you think being in the sunken body, you still have that subconscious, like, because I know they talked about, like, you're still there, just like you're not. And so I feel like you could still, I feel like
they're just kind of in the background.
Yeah, I also feel like you could see what they're doing and, you know, how they're talking. And what did Chris's friend said? He said, sex slaves. So just imagine, like, you're, like, self-conscious and you see yourself, someone else is in your body and they're fucking someone. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's so, I'm gonna say it, if people, you've seen this movie, I'm sorry, I've said it a couple times in this episode, white people are fucking crazy. I just want to put it out there, all of these families are white.
Fuck.
Alyssa.
No. I'm gonna put a good name to the white people. It's okay.
What's a crazy colored family?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Is that terrible? I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be controversial. Please don't hate me. It's real. White people are kind of crazy. And I'm not saying it's like, you know, I feel like it's just stereotypes sometimes too. Because, you know, you always have like horror movies too where it's like the black guy dies first.
Thank you for saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with, you can keep this in. I was watching movies with my father-in-law this past weekend. And what were we watching? Oh, we were watching As Above, So Below.
Oh my God.
They never watched it. And he goes, for people who don't know, like, my husband is mixed. He's black and white. And his dad is black. And he goes, Big Warren goes, they brought a brother. Hold on, I can't even. They brought a brother up in there with them too. How they do that, and then continue to be like, man, at least the brother didn't die first. And I'm like, oh, good gracious. But it's like, I mean, let's be real. Your stereotypes is fucking crazy white people who like do crazy stupid shit, and then like the people who die first.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I don't know.
That's funny. I could see him saying that too.
He's so funny. Love him for that. I'm gonna just go on to the next fucking question. I feel so off-putting. I feel like I'm saying bad words right now.
we're like, we just need to push this along.
But it's like, honestly, I feel like you think of this movie and it's obviously not put out there.
Yeah.
Not for a reason.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
like, it's supposed to be talked about.
Yeah. So, I mean, cancel me. Question 2. How do you think the Flash brings him back?
Bro,
the Flash. Phew.
Shut the fuck up. You just see some kid running fast by, wakes him back up.
Lightning McQueen, ka-chow.
I think, God, it has to be something with pulling them back, but
maybe it's like, I don't know, because they get sucked into this darkness, right? And then what if it's like, I don't know how they do it. I know they talked about it, but they cut their head.
Yep. Take out their brain, put the other brain in. Which, how does that work in that sense, though?
Honestly, I don't know.
Because, like, aren't brain transplants a real thing? And wouldn't you just, or would you I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know medical shit.
I don't either. I've heard, like, when people, like, get heart transplant or, like, I don't know, that you could, like, you feel different.
Yeah, like, you feel like that person's, like, essence is kind of with you.
Yeah, so maybe it's, like, deeply, like, a self-conscious thing, like maybe a lot of hypnotism.
I was gonna say they also do a lot of that with it too, so maybe,
I don't know. I thought they just cut a certain part of the brain,
maybe, like, just
and then
part of it,
switch it, like the self-conscious part, maybe, or like, I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor.
I'm gonna have to ask my friend because he works at the hospital, so he knows shit. I'm gonna be like, hey man, is this real, or is this just part of the movie?
Is this Is this fibbing me or is it not?
Is this fibbing me? New shirt design.
But I don't know. Maybe it's like sapping out.
Yeah.
Trying to.
But what I don't get is, isn't it technically when you're put under hypnosis, they say what will bring you back out? So that's the part I don't get is she never said what will bring you back out.
Maybe?
Unless, like, the flash is, like, a default way.
Maybe it's kind of like the tap, and it makes them fall asleep really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad. It makes them go in the second place or whatever the fuck. Maybe it's kind of like almost like a loophole in a way. And maybe, hear me out, I think it was really good that he was a photographer. I think that was well put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose is dumb as fuck. So
Yeah,
on her. She's dumb. She was fucking psychotic. She was...
Bro, her just chilling with her hair up in a ponytail, cross-legged, drinking her milk.
Shut the fuck up. I was just about to say that. I was like, what fucking... I know a lot of white people. You're white. You're my favorite white person.
Am I?
I don't know. I know a lot of white people. I love you, though.
I love you, too.
I do have a lot of white people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter is a quarter white. Love her for that. But I think I've never met a fucking white person who fucking ate their cereal, but their milk was in a fucking cup.
Like, she was just taking the piece, popping it in her mouth, and then just sipping her milk. I'm like, you fucking weirdo.
That was like serious stereotyping.
That's some fucking serial killer vibes if I've ever seen them.
Bro, she was just so fucking calm. And I was like, this bitch is fucking...
Didn't she have, like, headphones
crazy.
in, too?
Yeah. She was just looking for the next fucking victim. When I think of scary white people, I swear to God, that's what I think of. I'm so... Like, I have you, right? And I don't obviously think you're scary or anything like that. And I, like, trust you with everything. So
I would hope so.
You're not going to kill me in my car, right?
Not this time.
Oh, damn. Get out. Get out!
Yeah.
No, but it's just like when you... I feel like this is really deeply... Like, if you took an exaggeration, this is definitely it. There are probably white people out there who do that shit, too.
More than likely. We're going to get comments, I do that. I'm normal.
Right. That's completely normal. That's okay. You do you, whatever's your kink. I don't kink shame. Just say it's a kink, please. I don't kink shame. That's crazy. That's crazy to eat cereal that way. That's Dexter vibes, to be honest.
Really?
That bitch, yes.
I've never seen Dexter.
Shut the fuck. Oh my God.
I've been seeing so many comparisons between you and Dexter right now.
That's not even you. That's like... That... Joe Goldberg was a fucking... I'm not even going to get into that one. But man, that's seriously like white crazy people shit.
I fucking don't. Why do you have to whisper it?
It's scary because I feel like one of them is going to hear me.
And just pop up.
Yeah. Hello, motherfucker. You want cereal with milk on the side? Like...
What got me was eating it one at a time.
And it wasn't even like... Okay, I get if it was like a handful,
right?
You know what I mean? And you like you're chaotic. It's like okay, it's like when you take the box and you put the cereal in your mouth and then you pour
like
milk.
You just want your cereal as crunchy as possible.
Yeah, so I feel like that. If I'm dumping cereal in my mouth and then dumping the milk in my mouth and then I'm like that's my breakfast for the day. I gotta run. Like that's cool. That's like normal. That's like you white people normal shit. You know what I mean? But that bitch was like. What the
Just chilling in bed, headphones in, one cereal piece at a time.
Sipping on the milk.
The way she held the glass, too.
We gotta get off this fucking... That bitch was crazy. The actress, perfect fucking person to do it. I'm scared of her.
I'm dead.
I don't even know where we're at. Okay, question 3. This one's kind of a funny one. Why do you think the cops and / detectives laugh when Chris's friend explained what he thought was happening?
I think we all know why.
He said, I'm a TA, so I know this shit. Like, I'm better than a detective. Do you think? But okay, you could see he was talking to, black detective, and even he was like, like, we're the same. You'll get it. You know what I mean?
Come on, you know what I'm saying?
You understand, you get it. And then she brought like 2 different people. I'm pretty sure there were a Hispanic of some kind, maybe. I don't know. And a white man. I just feel like you telling me all 3 of you didn't believe that there was fucking white people making sex slaves?
But I don't get, even if you don't believe, go check it out. It's still at least a complaint.
Dude, what you mean you're not gonna believe? Alyssa, if I went up to you.
Bro, I'm believing anything you tell me. Because I would hope that you would believe anything I would tell you.
You're a detective.
Okay.
Right? You're a white detective. Okay.
Okay. Let's say, just add the detective role on me.
Let's say I'm white. I don't want to be. I like being Hispanic.
Yeah.
But let's say I was also white. And I was like, these African Americans are making white people them slaves. Will you believe me? Hold on, not as you. You're just a white detective in the world of 2025. And I told you African Americans are turning white people into slaves. I want you to be careful when you answer this.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Are you believing me? Exactly, bitch. You're fucking believing me. You want to know why?
You're making me cry.
This is too controversial. It has to be said, though. This is fucking racist, bro. Of course you would fucking say, yes, I believe you. And that's wrong as fuck. Not as you as a white person. I'm saying just in a general... Hold on.
Not you.
Not you. I'm just saying in a
detective
general,
you.
Like, this is White Daisy, okay? And
I'm
you're just a detective, but you're a different white detective. Not you yourself, Alyssa. You're just a white detective. And if a white man, me, or woman, whatever you like, I don't know, came up to you and was like, yeah, my friend,
ribs hurt.
my friend went to his girlfriend's house, and
I haven't heard from him in a few days.
They said they're making sex slaves with African Americans. People would fucking believe that, and that's sad.
But they won't believe the other way around.
Yeah, I think that's what the intention of that was like, you're dumb.
Yeah.
You're dumb. I wish I get an aftermath of how that panned out, because, I feel like obviously this movie is, like I said, very controversial. It puts out, obviously stereotypes of what really is out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And how people act and how people see other people. Is it right? Obviously not. Not gonna get too deeply into it. But it's a good movie. I think it does put a good movie, not a good movie, a good, what do you call it? Puts it out in the world. What do you call it? It's just like a good,
it puts like a good retrospect on everything.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people should take it, think over, maybe change. Yes, please change on how you treat people.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody wants to be treated the way equally, obviously. Yeah. But also, what happens afterwards? Because you think about it, in a world, let's say this shit's real, what truly happens then? You see a whole family, white people, are murdered.
Why do you have to whisper?
I feel like I'm gonna get canceled. And I'm not even famous. I'm just like, what if people just be like, you're dumb?
When I tell people about the podcast, I look at them and I'm like, how's it feel talking to a famous person?
You're so dumb. Me as fuck. I'm gonna go home and be like, I'm famous and what is it? I feel like it's one of those things. I'm not scared to talk about it. I'm not scared to be like, whatever people want to cancel me or whatever. I don't think it's something canceled. Like,
I don't think so.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's definitely need to be said. I think it's a good movie to put out what real perspectives out. I mean, obviously, I'm not African American, but I am a person of color.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I do know some whatever stereotypical, hey, let's, you garden, you got sombreros, you know what I mean?
Not
Taco
sombreros. Hey, Taco Tuesdays are great though.
I'm gonna pull this one up. So we record on Tuesdays. Okay,
Mhm.
Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of stuff yesterday that surrounded, like, stereotypical, like, what people do on Cinco de Mayo, rather than physically, like, knowing what it's
Mm-hmm.
celebrated around. So I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. I don't think I don't celebrate it. So maybe call me a fake Hispanic or whatever. I don't care. I call myself a coconut.
Coconut?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. I'm brown on the outside, but I'm fucking whitewashed on the inside, bro. I'm fucking deep down. I'll eat my Cheerios with milk on the side. Just kidding. I'm not crazy.
I can't with you.
I'm sorry. But I don't know.
Yeah.
You got any words? It was a good movie.
It was.
I think.
Did we even rate the last movie?
10 out of 10 for me. I don't
Okay.
care.
Yeah, sure. What do we rate this one?
Definitely a 15 out of 10. I definitely give it a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more credit to give than what.
Wasn't this his first movie?
I believe so, yeah.
I love that. He really set
No, was it Us or was it Get Out?
Get Out was first.
Okay, Get Out was first,
and then Us.
He's just
You know really what's crazy
good.
To me? He goes from Key and Peele to this. Have you seen Key and Peele?
I have.
He goes from Key and Peele to these movies. And I'm just like...
I mean, I think he does really good at it.
Do they still do Key and Peele?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm really glad that he's doing it now.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't want to, like I said, go too much into it, but I think in today's world, especially right now, I think people need to be more mindful of what really goes on, for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are blinded to social media, that type of stuff. So I just message out there from this movie, I guess. I think altogether, let's not stereotype people.
Yeah.
Let's treat people
how you want to be treated.
Yeah, with and just in general, just treat people with fucking kindness.
Like that, I don't get how that's so fucking hard to do.
Yeah, I feel like not just that too. Like, someone's being fucking rude, kill them with kindness, or kill them.
Please don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't take my advice. Everything I say is because I'm on fake crack. Okay, please don't do anything physically to hurt people. But kill them with kindness. Show some love. Whether or not maybe they were crazy. They got crazy families.
Just like these movies.
Yeah, maybe they got crazy families.
Oh yeah.
So maybe it's just something people are born into or something. Whatever.
I would not doubt that.
Yeah, so float your own boat. Float it with kindness.
Fill that bitch up.
Yeah, whatever you put out into the world, remember you receive it back. Either 10 times worse or 10 times best. So yeah, I
try to shoot for the best.
Please?
Yeah.
Fuck. Please and thank you. But yeah, I think this movie deserves a lot more credit than and I think it does. I think a lot of people.
It was definitely, when it came out, it was definitely the talk of movies.
To be honest, and I think it should still continue to be a talk. I don't think it should still. This is how I'm going to put it. I don't think it still needs to be talked about. Like, why are we, in the sense of why are we still talking about it? I think people should start doing.
Yeah.
Instead of hey, this is an issue. Hey, this isn't an issue. People fucking get it together. That's fucking getting it together. But yeah, I think that's all. That's all the movies, man.
Yeah. So I have a fact about the visit that I forgot to say during that portion. I forget how to pronounce that director's name. Shyamalan.
Shamalala.
M something Shyamalan. So he created 3 different cuts of the film. One focused on comedy.
Oh.
One focused just on horror.
Okay.
And then the final one blended the 2 together.
I think.
And the blended one is what was the theatrical release.
I think this movie was all really. I think The Visit was really good. I think it, like, how they did the little brother and the rap.
Yeah, I think that was definitely part of the comedic part.
My favorite part was him, and he turned on the camera. He's like, flexing. He's like, yeah, you like that lady?
Yeah.
So great.
And then the ending, him just rapping.
You know what?
Oh, my brother wanted me to leave this in here.
Me as fuck. But he's actually the actor. I found out today he's like only 2 years younger than me.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. I feel like I grew up watching him and some stuff.
I feel that.
Yeah, because I know he was in like, I think he was like in Disney for a little while.
I want to say, because he looked familiar.
Yeah, I think he was in Disney for a little while. I think he was in a movie, Alexander the Good, the Bad, and something with Jennifer Gardner, I think it was. So, and I love Jennifer Gardner, so I'm a slut for her. So, slut. No, okay.
I'm dead.
But yeah, you got anything else? Any words? Any?
If
you have crazy families, please don't kill people.
Please break that. Not traditional. Yes. No, generational trauma.
Big facts.
Please break that.
I think this was a good episode. I think there was a lot to talk about. Like just in general, you know, what movies meant and stuff. I think there's definitely some in between the lines shit, especially obviously Get Out. But,
yeah.
I think having psychotic fucking grandparents too. So
psychotic not grandparents.
Big facts. So we're not going to tell you what we're doing next week because we're keeping it a secret. Also, shout out to Michaela.
Yes, for winning the giveaway.
Ooh. So we did reach out to her. We are waiting on one item.
Yes.
Yep. To come in because we obviously had to get sizes and stuff of that nature. But we're really excited for her to get her box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a bunch of really cool stuff to go with the box and I can't wait to see her in it, on it, everything included. Everywhere. So excited, congratulations. So
can't wait to maybe we'll be able to do this more often.
Yeah, we're definitely talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you for listening.
As always.
Of course, this is episode
13.
Yeah. Once again, I'll start it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
Subscribe, follow, go like our Facebook page.
Amen. Hallelujah. If you are subscribed, thank you. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this one doesn't put you off. If not, I mean, I don't care. Do what you please. You share your own opinions. Anyways, I love you. What do you say? Say I love you.
I love you.
Okay. All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Midnight creeps and shadows fall, whispered secrets through